there, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shelby and today I'm going to be doing a video on 5-star prediction books, and I'm going to be talking about thriller books this time. So I already did one on romance books, but I thought I would also do one on thrillers, and like I said, I'm going to talk about 5 books. I'm also going to do a follow-up maybe a couple months from now to see if they actually were 5-star reads. I'd love to hear if you've read them, if you've loved them, and I will link them all down below, so let's get right into it. The first one I have to talk about is Never Have I Ever by Joshilyn Jackson. This one has not come out yet, but I've heard nothing but great things. Jacqueline over at Weeby Bookin really enjoyed this, and I've seen some really good Goodreads reviews. And this is a domestic thriller. It is about 2 women named Amy and Charlotte who live in the same neighborhood, and there is a woman in their neighborhood who I think starts to try and blackmail people after convincing them to share their secrets, and then she's trying to blackmail them, and I think just some crazy things go down. I don't really want to know much else, but I have a feeling I'm gonna love this because I love domestic thrillers. Next one I have to talk about is also a new to me author, and this is Tear Me Apart by J.T. Ellison. I've heard really good things about this author, and I picked it up randomly at Half Price Books because the ratings were so good. And this is about a woman named Mindy who she, I think, professionally or leisurely skis, and she gets in an accident, and when she gets surgery or something, she learns that her parents are not her parents because she needs like a bone marrow transplant, and her parents can't do it because they're not actually related to her. And her whole life she thought she was related to her parents. So this kind of starts a series of events where it unravels and the secrets come out. And this sounds so good and right up my alley. It is a little long, but I have high hopes because a lot of my Goodreads friends absolutely loved this book. The next book I have to talk about, I talked about in my June book haul, and a lot of you guys kind of wanted to hear about it and also said you were excited about it, and that is 13 by Steve Kavanaugh. And this is, I think, the 4th book in a series, but they can be read as standalones. This is about a serial killer who kills someone, and that murder is on trial, but he is not the one who is defending himself. He is on the jury, and someone else is being accused of this murder, even though he murdered that person. So that sounds so good, and the premise of this just like really drew me in, and I've heard really good things about it so far, and so I cannot wait to pick this one up. The next one I have to talk about is I Can Be a Better You by Tarryn Fisher. This also used to be called Bad Mommy, so I think it was just republished or something. I also haven't read Tarryn Fisher, but I've heard she writes really good dark thrillers. This is a domestic thriller about a woman named Fig who moves in next door to this perfect family, a wife and a husband and kids, and she basically moves in next door so she can take that family. She thinks she deserves that husband, those kids, everything. So I think she moves in determined to break that family apart. Don't know why or anything like that, but that just sounds amazing, and it kind of sounds like The Last Mrs. Parrish, and I loved that book. So I heard great things about it, and I cannot wait to read it. The next one I have to talk about is Apple of My Eye by Claire Allen. I read Forget Me Not by Claire Allen last month, and I loved it, and so I'm really excited to pick this one up. And this is about a pregnant doctor named Dr. Hughes, and she is, I think, like 6 months pregnant, and she receives this really weird note, and I don't know what it says, but it says things about her and her baby and her husband, and it starts to make her question all that she knows in her life. And so she's wondering if she can trust her husband, is he cheating on her, all these crazy things. And so I think it kind of just takes off from there. And then secondary, I think whoever sent the note, they want her baby, like they want to steal it, and that just sounds really interesting. I like stories about pregnant ladies, so this one just sounds so good, and I loved Forget Me Not. I think I gave it like 4.5 or 5 stars, so I'm hoping this is also a 5-star read for me. So those are 5 thrillers I'm hoping are going to be 5 stars. I'd love to hear if you gave them 5 stars. I will link them all down below, and I will see you guys on my next one. Bye!